France's Macron has warned that Europe must be ready for war if Russia escalates. French President Emmanuel Macron called President Vladimir Putin's Russia an adversary that would not stop if Ukraine was defeated. Macron caused controversy last month after he said he could not rule out the deployment of ground troops in Ukraine in the future, with many leaders distancing themselves from that, while others, especially in Eastern Europe, expressed support. If Russia wins the war, Europe's credibility will be reduced to zero, Macron said in a television interview. So how ready is Europe, considering they've been giving all of their supplies, all of their weapons, and everything else they've got to Ukraine, which has been going through the meat grinder and being lost on the battlefield? How quickly can they replenish their stockpiles? As we've seen, America's already openly saying they can't replenish their own stockpiles because they're just handing them out. Even their own military stuff they're now giving away. Britain, Chancellor Jeremy Hunt's perfunctory mention of defense spending in his budget statement simply reaffirms the view that the government remains intent on sleepwalking to disaster. The army is too small and ill-equipped to conduct overseas combat operations at any meaningful level. The Royal Navy has two 65,000-ton aircraft carriers that have neither the manpower nor combat aircraft to make them fully operational. The Royal Air Force is desperately short of combat aircraft. The wanton reduction in Britain's military strength, moreover, is taking place at a time when, as Lord Cameron observed in January, the lights are flashing red on the global dashboard. The Foreign Secretary pointed out it was hard to think of a time when there have been so much danger and insecurity and instability in the world. And right now, they're having a crisis with military spending and enough supplies or manpower to be able to manage what lies ahead. They see the lights, they see the warnings. German army short of everything due to supplies to Kiev. The German armed forces lack equipment, personnel, and everything in general, with stocks depleted by deliveries to Ukraine. That from the Commissioner for the Bundeswehr, Eva Hochel, on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I have to admit that the Bundeswehr still has too little of everything. There's a shortage of ammunition, spare parts, radio equipment, tanks, ships, aircraft. The Commissioner praised Berlin for doing an outstanding job in supporting Ukraine in the conflict. However, supplying military aid to Kiev meant that German armed forces now have less of everything, even more so 2 years into the conflict. Which brings me back to what I was saying 2 years back. This could very well just be a very clever plan of Russia to outthink and plan everyone, force them to commit, send all their supplies, send all their extras, spend their money, spend their troops, spend everything, and when they're depleted, that would be the time to attack. Now we're seeing this similarly playing out right in front of our eyes. A time of wars and rumors of wars. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.